degrees. We'll take that for a few days. Summer's not over yet, though. 73 now in downtown Sylacauga. Been a busy morning. Thank you for joining us on Daybreak Live. Hope to see you again in the morning, bright and early at 5:30 for news, sports, and weather. Coach's Corner segments also. Until then, God bless you. God bless America. Stay safe, everyone.
Good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Dr. Cheryl Sington, the Director of Gadsden State's Educational Opportunity Center. Dr. Sington, thank you for joining us. We're excited to learn more about the EOC and how it's making a difference in our community.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about that and share what the program does and what we hope for it to do as we continue to run it.
Yes, well good. Well, let's dive in. Let's talk about what is EOC.
Okay, well, it's a new federal program that we've had now for 3 years, starting on our 4th, and it is a program that serves people 19 and older. We serve four counties. We serve Cherokee, Etowah, and Cleburne and Calhoun.
Right here.
So yeah, so it is a program that reaches out to those people that may have lost their job during COVID, that may want to change their studies, that don't have a GED or a high school diploma, and we make everything accessible to them for continuing their education or getting back into education, and allow them to really figure out what they want to do and take all the obstacles out of their way so that they can easily figure out and do a job, whether it's a trade or certificate or an academic program.
Wow, well that sounds amazing. I know we've gotten to visit about it before, but I want to make sure that we give all the information to our viewers. So 19 and older, and they don't have to already have a GED, is that what you?
Yeah, no,
okay.
They do not. They can have, they may finish part of their education and maybe they dropped out of school. And we can serve some people that are that might not be 19. They may be 18 or 17. It just really depends on where they are in their education and if they wanted to continue that. So they can get a GED, they can get their high school diploma. It just really depends on what track that they really want to follow. So we are excited to help students or adults go back into the educational track. It really serves what they want to do and how they want to get there, but we, like I said, we remove all those obstacles and help them figure out where they want to go and be a productive citizen.
Yeah, that's wonderful, and what a great gift that is to the communities.
Yes.
There are so many jobs and career opportunities out there, and this is a great path into that because there's an array of options for them. There's a pick your path flyer, and we have that. Let's show it to our viewers because there is an incredible amount of program options that someone who's interested can enter. So here's the pick your path. So I mean, you have things like I'm seeing right here, auto collision repair, automotive service. I mean, there's just so many things that they can choose from.
There are, and they're not just trade programs, but our trade programs have really grown a lot, but just because of the economy and because so many people have lost jobs in different some of them have lost them in engineering and, you know, nurses, different things. Although nursing and engineering have kept a lot of people, they have also cut a lot of jobs, as you well know. And so many of our academic programs, excuse me, have lost some of those people in the job market. So we have a lot of people that have come out of those jobs and have looked at the trades programs and certificate programs. We have one really great program called FAME, and they work a few days a week, and they also get paid for that, and then they're in the classroom learning more about those as they go along. So we're very, very excited about that.
And that is the thing, is having those trades right now. I can't remember who I was speaking to, but they were saying for every like 5 people who are retiring out of engineering, like they're having a hard time like replacing that. So there's only like 1 coming in for every 5 leaving. So we've got to build up that.
Correct. And we have pharmacy tech, we have so many different programs that they can go into, and the programs that allow them to work, and while they're getting those degrees or certificates are really popular because so many of our families need that income. So those have really been popular programs for us. And we start school on the 19th, so you can still have time to enroll, and we help with FAFSA, which is our financial aid. So many of our families are eligible for that financial aid and are allowed to get the money so that they can go. Many of our families need that financial aid, so they don't have to pay the money out of pocket to be able to go. Again, sometimes some of our families don't understand all of that, and we have all of our people on staff that can help them get that money, and they don't have to pay to go to college, and they don't understand it, so we have people on our staff that help them figure that out.
Yeah, and that's great. And everybody's been so great that I've gotten to meet at Gadsden State and are so willing and eager to assist those who are interested. So all you have to do is have an interest in furthering your education or starting your educational journey, and someone at Gadsden State can help direct you in that right path.
Exactly. And my staff is full with 2 people that serve those counties. It's divided up, and then of course I'm in my office allowing people and helping people along the way as well. So it's very exciting to see people not fear it anymore and be able to get those degrees that they need. We have the GED program, as I said earlier, and we have many coming out of adult ed that have finished the GED or the high school program, and they're able to just bounce right over and be able to jump into our programs, our certificate programs, our trade programs, and the academic programs. And believe it or not, you don't have to go to Gadsden State. We also help them transition into other colleges that they may want to go to. And so it's not just a Gadsden State program.
That's wonderful. Is that kind of like that transfer scholarship? Does that go hand in hand with that?
That does, but it's not necessarily just that. The federal program does not require you to go to Gadsden State just because we are helping you. If you wanted to go to UAB or a different college that had a different program, we help you transfer into that.
That's so amazing. It's amazing to have those connections and to be able to go into your community college and to be able to have even more opportunities outside of that.
Absolutely.
So, and I know finances, that's something that you were just mentioning, that holds a lot of people back at first. They think, well, I can't afford it, or I need to, I have a family, I need to have my job. How am I going to do both? But it is very feasible to do so.
It is very feasible, and so many of our families need that financial aid, and that language in the FAFSA program is very daunting, and so we help you get all of that done. We help you get many of those things taken care of, and so it's not as daunting as you would think. That language can be a little scary and that sort of thing, so we really, really want to help you get that taken care of, and to get that taken care of and out of the way, and then you're in the system with the FAFSA program, and we're able to get that. Once you're in the program, that it just happens each year, and we help you take care of that. So getting the Pell Grants and different things like that without loans is a key part of that program.
That is a key part of that. Without loans.
Yes.
Because so many are saddled with student debt. We hear about that all of the time, like student loan debt and this, is it worth me going and putting, all of this debt on myself to complete, and then will I be able to go into that career that I can actually pay off my student loan? So being able to have these opportunities without being saddled with all the financial burden is just such a blessing.
Right. And again, so many of our people have families, and you do not want to be saddled with debt. And so we show you how to do that while you're in our program and that sort of thing.
And filling out paperwork, and sometimes I know, if we get in there and we just do it, but sometimes that can really hold people back because it can be a little daunting, that too. Like, okay, how do I fill this out? Am I getting everything in? Where do I need to get this? And so to have that assistance is just huge.
Absolutely. And we have a young man, for example, right now that is just graduated from high school out of the RISE program, and he takes care of his whole family. They have no parents, and so he is a young man that takes care of his whole family. And so we are helping him get the financial aid, and he has certain circumstances that allow him to get that aid because, like I said, he drives to Birmingham every day. He works a full-time job, and he comes home and takes care of his 3 brothers and sisters. So, that's a great kid that we want to help and make sure that he can financially go to school. He wants to be a pharmacy tech, and so he still has to work every day. He drives to Birmingham and then comes home and takes care of his family, and then he's going to school to be able to still take care of his family.
Oh, that's amazing. I love success stories so much.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that. And pharmacy tech, that is a very high demand career, and that can also lead into other things. If someone starts a program like pharmacy tech, that may be the career choice that they choose to continue, or they may think, I love this, I might want to continue my educational journey.
It may spark that he wants to be a pharmacist and go eventually to another school and continue those studies. So we're very excited to have him in our program, and it is a great success story for him.
Yeah, that's awesome. It could just start that journey and become something incredible. It already starts as something incredible and then continue to be. But you keep up with your students too.
Absolutely.
So if he is at that point, like, hey, okay, I've enjoyed years of being a pharmaceutical tech, I think I want to make that next step.
Right.
Could he come back to you and your team and say, hey, what now can I do?
He can come back to our team, but we have a program beyond this called SSS, Student Support Services. So they would take him beyond our program and support him to move on and be a pharmacist or whatever he wants to track on from there.
That's so cool. I love it. Well, we have so many more things to talk about, and thanks for sharing the impactful work of the Educational Opportunity Center. It's inspiring to see how your team helps adults reach their educational goals. Well, you stay tuned as we continue our conversation with Dr. Sington about the center's ongoing initiatives and successes. We'll be right back.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upward Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor Difference. We can take care of all your needs of parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery in Oxford is the area's leading auto body shop serving Anniston, Oxford, Talladega, and surrounding areas since 1996. They specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, paint correction, paintless dent repair, towing, and so much more. For all of your auto body needs, contact Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery at 256-835-1170. Also online at HughesPaintandBody.com.
I'm Alan Parnell, the Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
At Family Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel but professional care. Come see us today.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News update. 2 Alabama pedestrians have died after being struck by cars. Per AL.com, one of the pedestrians died after he was struck by a car while walking on a highway early Monday morning in West Alabama. 59-year-old Eddie J. Winters of Pritchard was announced dead at the scene of the crash around 4:20 a.m. Monday, said Alabama Law Enforcement Agency Corporal Regina King. Winters was walking on Highway 11 in Greene County, about 2 miles north of Utah, when he was struck by a 2016 Toyota Avalon, said King. Further information was unavailable as state troopers continued to investigate the wreck. The other pedestrian died 4 days after he was injured in a multi-vehicle wreck in Montgomery, police said on Monday. Montgomery police are investigating the August 1st wreck that led to 40-year-old Montgomery resident De Lorenzo Ringstaff's death on August 5th, said Major Saba Coleman. Police and fire medics responded to Upchurch Circle and Stewart Street around 3:06 p.m. August 1st on a report of a 2-vehicle collision involving a pedestrian, said Coleman. At the scene, authorities found a 1998 Ford Explorer, a 2018 Jeep Cherokee, and Ringstaff. The driver of the Explorer suffered non-life-threatening injuries, while the Cherokee was unoccupied. Ringstaff was taken to a local hospital for treatment. He died of his injuries August 5th. The investigation into the crash remained ongoing as of Monday, and further information was unavailable. For more news stories like these, plus weather and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine. We are delighted to have Dr. Cheryl Sington, the director of Gadsden State's Educational Opportunity Center, with us today. So Dr. Sington, thank you so much for being here to share all of the opportunities that are at Gadsden State, and especially with the EOC program, and anyone over that 18, 19 years of age who may want to begin their educational journey or continue it. What is the average age range of someone that is enrolled in the EOC?
Well, we actually have some 17 years old, and then we have, believe it or not, we have people up in their 40s that are in the program.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, when COVID hit, people lost their jobs, companies closed, and people had to think about possibly doing, taking a different route. People were still taking care of their families, still had to pay their bills.
Oh, yeah.
So we have people that had to figure out a different route. It was just really, really important to figure out how they were going to do that. Some people weren't in the retirement range, and so we were very fortunate that the federal government had this program for us, and we were lucky that Gadsden State got this program. There are only 3 in the state of Alabama. So
wow.
We were very fortunate to get this job, this grant, And so when we got it, we really had to start recruiting because we serve 850 people. So we really had to recruit and find those people and get the word out and really fill those 850 spots.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize there was that much opportunity.
There is.
Wow.
So every year we have to have 850 people fulfill the grant.
Wow. And you have that right now, or are we looking for some more?
We have 22 spots left.
Oh my goodness.
And so that has to be fulfilled by the end of this month. So we have 22 spots left to fill, and we're really looking for 22 people that would really like to pursue their education.
Wow. I didn't realize there was so much opportunity there. And yes, to have those grants, you have to fulfill the obligations that the grant sets out to you.
Correct.
That's amazing. Only 22 spots remaining. And there's still time to register?
Absolutely. We have about 3 weeks left.
Oh my goodness. So get on there now.
Yes.
And there's so many different areas that someone can join. So if you have any interest, or if you've been thinking, okay, maybe I might try this out, don't wait. There's only 22 spots left and only a limited time to do so.
Yes, and you can do it right online. It's on the main page. You look for continuing ed or adult ed, and then it's called the Etowah County EOC. So you just click right under adult ed and it'll take you right to it, so you don't even have to leave your home. You can do it on your phone, you can do it however, and we put you into the system, and then we contact you and figure out what's best for you and how you want to move into that particular point of study.
That's amazing. Actually, we have a little screenshot there of the website and how easy it is to navigate that website. So like as Dr. Sington was saying, if you go to gadstenstate.edu, you search for EOC, and right here there's an EOC interest form. It's very easy. You click on that, and then that opens up another form. You fill out some basic information, you hit submit. That goes to Dr. Sington and her team. There's the application right here. Everything is super user friendly. You just fill it out here, some simple questions there, submit it. Again, that goes to her team. And there's also a Spanish version as well. So there's a Spanish application. So if anyone is interested that is a Spanish speaking part of our community, then they have that ability as well. And then there's contact information. So if you would like to reach out to Dr. Sington or anyone on her team in whatever county that you're in. So it makes it very easy to go right there to that website. Everything is right there. They are not very daunting forms, like we keep saying, that you fill out. If you have questions, there's contact information. So yeah, it makes it easy.
Absolutely. We've made it very easy online. And we just, like I said, we put our your information comes to us, and then we turn around and contact you and help you with every step. So it's really not anything that would scare you away or anything like that. So, and we want you in the program. We want to help you with anything that you want to study or think you might want to study. We can bring you in and talk more about that. One young man, the young man I was speaking about earlier, he has not had to come in. Because he works full time. We've helped him through text, through emails, all of that. So we want to make sure that we can meet your demand and make it, like she said, as easy as possible.
You can't get any easier than that. I mean,
you really can't.
You really can't. And that one step can just change the trajectory of your entire life. So if you're interested in any type of trade or changing your career or beginning your career, you absolutely can. There's really no excuses. I can't think of one.
I can't either.
No, just
like
do
I said, if you need, we can answer you through text, help you step by step that way, and just anything that you need, we make sure that we can answer your needs and wants so that you can finish or start anything that you need.
I think that's wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about community partners, because I know that's really important. So how does the EOC collaborate with organizations and institutions in the community to enhance the offerings of the program?
Well, we work with a lot of organizations that work with homeless. We work with a lot of organizations that work with those people that will that will help people that need the help. We work with, like I said, we work with the homeless. We work with one of our biggest collaborators that I went to work trying to get a partnership when I first moved here and started the program was the Drake Kirkpatrick 21 Kids, and that was a great program to work with because we were able to put together other programs and organizations that wanted to work with us when they saw that 21 Kids, of course, and Drake Kirkpatrick wanted to work with us because they serve younger kids, and they began helping us with child care and with transportation. You know, many of our families don't have transportation, or they have child care issues and they can't get to the campus to take a class, or they have children at home and they can't get to class. And so when they came in and offered child care and transportation, that took another obstacle out of the way. And so we were very, very excited to have them. We work with several of the banks to help some of our partners or some of our students set up bank accounts and teach financial literacy. Many of our families struggle with financial literacy and that sort of thing, and when they get the money, they don't necessarily know how to balance that, and so they help them with that. And we offer workshops with many of our community partners and that sort of thing. So we're very excited to gather partners to help us teach the things that many of our students or adults don't understand and don't know how to do those things. So we're very excited when we get a community partner that wants to support our mission and the things that we do.
Yeah, you've just thought of everything.
Well, I don't know if I've thought of everything.
Your team has.
Our team has worked hard to really find the people that support what we try to teach.
Yeah, because you're right. That is something where we were saying what's stopping you, but childcare and transportation and understanding how to be financially literate, those are things that really can be obstacles. But once you move those obstacles out of the way, then it just leads for that path to success.
Correct.
Wow, it's amazing. How can community get involved? Is there more opportunities for the community to get involved with this program?
Absolutely. We go also into the courts. And so many of our people that are coming out of the jails and going on parole, we've asked the judges to allow our program to be part of their parole, and they're going to be on parole, and instead of sitting at home playing games or not doing anything, many of the judges, thankfully, have worked with us to say, you're going to do this in your parole and this in your parole, and you're going to be a part of the EOC program. So they can come into our program and go and take classes to better their lives and be productive citizens.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is amazing, and we're so grateful that the courts have worked with us on that.
It makes sense to do that,
Absolutely.
too. That's so smart.
It is, and we've gained many of our students. We go to a lot of the organizations, United Way and different things like that, but really the courts working with us has been one of the great things.
Yeah, I can see that, because then, there is that when someone is on parole, like, what do you do, or I can't find a job, or I can't find an opportunity. But then if they're able to go through a program like this and learn a skill and learn a trade and then become a productive member of society, I mean, it breaks that cycle, right?
It does. It absolutely does. So we work with CRO and CCO, and we go and they fill out the applications through those programs, and then we pick up the papers and we put that into our system and connect with them and really help with making them, or not making them, but they choose to be a part of our program and get them into the school and work to help them become those productive citizens.
I love that. I didn't know that part of the program, so that is really excited to learn. And I know I've got some more things to learn, but we're going to have to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. So thank you so much. We're excited to delve deeper into the ways that the center supports adults in achieving their dreams. So don't go away. We have more with Dr. Sington after this break.
For Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gadsden or Oxford.
Hello, I'm Taylor Sloan with the City of Oxford, with a word about one of our city's most precious resources, water. Clean water enriches our lives in so many ways, but we cannot afford to take it for granted. Remember, every time you pour something unnatural down the drain or in the environment, and every time you litter, our beautiful lakes and creeks suffer. Our city is beautiful. Let's all join together to keep it that way. Stop pollution where it starts, and help protect our waters for life.
What can you buy for $10? A hat? A milkshake? 166 channels plus live sports? That's right, for only $10 you can get 166 channels of classic TV shows and movies, including the latest news update from all around the world and local sports. Just simply go to 24ctn.com and click download, and then for only $10 you can have access to the best TV available.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Look no further than Shop 24, your go-to spot for incredible discounts and savings. From local dining and entertainment to grocery stores and everything you need, we've got deals you won't find anywhere else. But hurry, these hot deals are limited and going fast. Grab your phone and call now. Don't let these savings slip away. Join me, Kip Chappell, on Shop 24 every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Tune in to save big with Shop 24.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upward Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News update. 2 Alabama pedestrians have died after being struck by cars. Per AL.com, one of the pedestrians died after he was struck by a car while walking on a highway early Monday morning in West Alabama. 59-year-old Eddie J. Winters of Pritchard was announced dead at the scene of the crash around 4:20 a.m. Monday, said Alabama Law Enforcement Agency Corporal Regina King. Winters was walking on Highway 11 in Greene County, about 2 miles north of Utah, when he was struck by a 2016 Toyota Avalon, said King. Further information was unavailable as state troopers continued to investigate the wreck. The other pedestrian died 4 days after he was injured in a multi-vehicle wreck in Montgomery, police said on Monday. Montgomery police are investigating the August 1st wreck that led to 40-year-old Montgomery resident De Lorenzo Ringstaff's death on August 5th, said Major Saba Coleman. Police and fire medics responded to Upchurch Circle and Stewart Street around 3:06 p.m. August 1st on a report of a 2-vehicle collision involving a pedestrian, said Coleman. At the scene, authorities found a 1998 Ford Explorer, a 2018 Jeep Cherokee, and Ringstaff. The driver of the Explorer suffered non-life-threatening injuries, while the Cherokee was unoccupied. Ringstaff was taken to a local hospital for treatment. He died of his injuries August 5th. The investigation into the crash remained ongoing as of Monday, and further information was unavailable. For more news stories like these, plus weather and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine. We are thrilled to have Dr. Cheryl Sington, the director of the Educational Opportunity Center at Gadsden State, joining us this morning. Dr. Sington, it's wonderful to have you and to continue our conversation about the vital support that your center helps for adults striving for educational success. And that's what it's all about, right?
That it is.
So what we've talked about getting started. So now everyone knows to go to gadsdenstate.edu. You can get started very easily. There's people there to help you. One of the other things that might hold people back or they may be hesitant is once I start this program, how do I make sure that I can continue it? What if it's too hard? What if I don't understand it? What if I don't like it? So what strategies does your team employ to make sure and to make sure that they're is that level of success and completion of the program?
Well, first and foremost, my team is at 3 campuses. We are at Ayers, and they serve the Calhoun and the Welborn counties. And then I have somebody at the Ayers, and did I just say Ayers? Sorry.
That's
At
okay.
Cherokee and the Etowah groups. And then we have the campus over at, let me think.
There's the Cherokee, Gadsden, and Ayers.
Okay, Ayers, but we also can cover the HBCC people over there.
Yes.
So that's the Etowah County, but so we can really serve all of those. What's important is once you get started, maybe you don't like the trade or the subject that you picked, and you see that you want to do something different. Our team can help you pick that something different. And we also work with the instructors and all of the people that are teaching those classes, that are doing the directors of the specific programs, the directors of the adult ed, and those different things to help you decide what you might like to do. Admissions, we work with those different people because, as you well know, you can get into a program and say, oh, this is not for me. So we have those different people that we are working in conjunction with, and they are very, very helpful to our team. And it really does take a team. But in the beginning, if you get into something that you don't think is going to work for you, or it's too hard, or you may start out in HVAC and decide that you want to do truck driving. So all of those different things come into play, or something's too hard for you, different things like that. So in the beginning, we work alongside you, and we have tutors for programs. We have all those different people that can help you. And if you decide to change, that is not a problem. We are there to support that process and help you do that. We also have student support services that once you get in and you decide you like your program, Student Support Services has those things that help you continue along the process. So pretty much anything that you hit, those obstacles, we are set up to help you get through that program or to make a change in your program. All of that. We have directors of the FAME program. We have the directors that are over, the deans that are over different programs, and we really just try to make sure that we remove any obstacle at any point in time that you're going through those different programs, so that nothing is too hard for anybody. If I joined the HVAC program, I would know within a week that that was not the program for me. So,
or maybe it is. You never know.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
You never know till you try.
This is true, because I love air conditioning. So,
Me too.
But the goal is to make sure that you are in a program that you love, that's going to help serve you and your family, and then if it's not something for you, we make sure we help you find what is, and that you're happy in that program, and support you through our tutoring programs, making sure that you have the items that you need to serve that program and to be successful in it. But we make sure there's not an obstacle that is in your way for having success.
Well, it couldn't be easier than that.
It can't be.
It really...
And we do make sure that you are in the program with all of the needs.
Yeah, and so many opportunities there. So once you go through that application process and you start a program and that might not be for you, then you can kind of switch it up. I mean, give it some time. You never know. I mean, if you start something, it takes you a few days to really, I mean, some people, I guess, know within the first day, like, this is not going to be this is not my jam. This is not where I want to be. But
right.
But with so many opportunities of program choices, surely there is something that is going to fit into what every student would like to have. Like you mentioned, like CDL. That's a really big need right now. I mean, you see signs everywhere. CDLs needed, drivers wanted. I mean, and then electricians, and like you mentioned,
welding.
Yes.
There's welding. There's automotive, and we just built a beautiful, building to cover all of our trades, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous $30 million building that you're able to do many of our trades in. It's just gorgeous, and so you know, if you choose to do one of our trades, you're going to be in this beautiful building. Welding is huge, and we even have traveling welding that is a huge, huge need in our country right now. So you can get in this beautiful building, have top equipment, and really learn so many things that you could use today in this world.
Yeah, and not only is it welding, is it not only a sought after career, but it's also a very high wage earning career, as is most of these things. I mean, automotive technicians, again, that's something that you see often the need for. You know, car dealerships and service departments are always looking for technicians that they can, you know, that they can hire, that they can trust, and they know through Gadsden State and through partnerships, if somebody completes a journey through Gadsden State, then they know that they trust that they're going to be a very good employee. So they're very hireable.
Correct. And we have people coming through all the time, observing and looking to see what training they have and what kind of work, you know, person, excuse me, that you are, and that sort of thing. But we really, really do have top students coming out in all the trades and the different certificate programs, and they have the opportunity to observe them and really see what kind of training they are in, and what kind of work person they are. So it's really a great opportunity to get in and be hired straight out of college and go be a productive citizen.
Probably even find a job before you complete it, knowing, hey, I'm you know, this far out of completing this with Gadsden State, and that name holds a lot of trust in the community. Like you said, they're very hireable. They could possibly even have that job waiting for them as soon as they complete, or maybe even start working as they're completing the course.
And that happens for FAME. They work 3 days a week, and then they're in class, or you know, in class 2 days a week. So many of our students are already working while they're in school.
Yeah, earn while you learn, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, because again, we can't all just take time to be a student.
Right.
You know, I mean, life doesn't always just slow down so you can go, hey, pause life for a minute, pause the bills for a minute, and let me go learn. It doesn't always happen like that.
Correct.
So this is a way for you to be able to balance that. So we're looking for 22 people who want to change the trajectory of their life, add to their career, maybe make a change in their career. You don't have to be, I mean, you could be 60 years old and decide, you know what, I want to go and be a carpenter.
Absolutely.
And I want some skills. I want some skills training, or I may want to learn this welding, or again, any of these programs. We'll make sure that we post that flyer also on this show. So after the show, I mean, the show is airing live on Facebook and YouTube as well, but we'll make sure that we post the link to that Pick Your Path, and you can find that information on Gadsden State's website as well. Let's talk about technology, because that can influence the services that the EOC is able to offer to remote or underserved areas as well. Like you mentioned, you have a very successful student that you've never actually seen in person.
Right. And we also have areas, you know, Welborn is one of our counties, and it's very remote. And so, like I said, many of our students can't necessarily get to class. We have virtual classes, and we have, like she said, underserved areas. And so again, there are times when people can't get to class, or there are people in rehabilitation homes that they're sorry, I can't think of the word, but they're not allowed to leave the homes because of their paroles or the different things the judges have put on them. They can't use a computer for a little while, or they have restrictions on being able to use a computer. They can only use it one time a day. They can't necessarily leave the rehabilitation homes. So we go to them and we bring the computers to them so that they can do the work. And so we are very excited about, again, the lawyers and the judges allowing us to go into those homes and do the kind of work that allows them to get on the educational path and do things things like that. And if we didn't have technology to be able to do that, we wouldn't be able to serve as many people.
Yeah, and it's incredible. I mean, that gives back to our community. And again, it, like we've said, it breaks that cycle, because oftentimes if someone is in that cycle of being, you know, in the prison system or in the jail system, then they get out, they can't find a job, and then what happens? They end up doing something typically that will land them back. So to be able to break that cycle and to contribute to the community, it's just such a great service. So thank you.
Absolutely. We're very, very excited to be able to help people become positive citizens and get, you know, and eventually some of them will give back to the community. So we're very, very excited about that.
I'm excited too. Thank you so much. There's some more things to talk about. So in addition to Dr. Sington's work with the Educational Opportunity Center at Gadsden State, Dr. Sington is also directing the musical Beehive at the Theatre of Gadsden. So I'd love to continue that conversation with her, and make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upward Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor difference. We can take care of all your needs of parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero-turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery in Oxford is the area's leading auto body shop, serving Anniston, Oxford, Talladega, and surrounding areas since 1996. They specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, paint correction, paintless dent repair, towing, and so much more. For all of your auto body needs, contact Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery at 256-835-1170. Also online at HughesPaintandBody.com.
I'm Alan Parnell, the Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance. At Family Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel but professional care. Come see us today.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV 24 News update. 2 Alabama pedestrians have died after being struck by cars. Per AL.com, one of the pedestrians died after he was struck by a car while walking on a highway early Monday morning in West Alabama. 59-year-old Eddie J. Winters of Pritchard was announced dead at the scene of the crash around 4:20 a.m. Monday, said Alabama Law Enforcement Agency Corporal Regina King. Winters was walking on Highway 11 in Greene County, about 2 miles north of Utah, when he was struck by a 2016 Toyota Avalon, said King. Further information was unavailable as state troopers continued to investigate the wreck. The other pedestrian died 4 days after he was injured in a multi-vehicle wreck in Montgomery, police said on Monday. Montgomery police are investigating the August 1st wreck that led to 40-year-old Montgomery resident De Lorenzo Ringstaff's death on August 5th, said Major Saba Coleman. Police and fire medics responded to Upchurch Circle and Stewart Street around 3:06 p.m. August 1st on a report of a 2-vehicle collision involving a pedestrian, said Coleman. At the scene, authorities found a 1998 Ford Explorer, a 2018 Jeep Cherokee, and ring staff. The driver of the Explorer suffered non-life-threatening injuries, while the Cherokee was unoccupied. Ring staff was taken to a local hospital for treatment. He died of his injuries August 5th. The investigation into the crash remained ongoing as of Monday, and further information was unavailable. For more news stories like these, plus weather and sports, tune in tonight to the TV 24 News. For WEAC TV 24, I'm Lacey Florence.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine on your Thursday morning, August the 15th. Thank you to Dr. Sington for sharing the inspiring work done at the Educational Opportunity Center there at Gadsden State. It's incredible to see the difference that your team is making in our community. But that's not all Dr. Sington is involved with. So now we're going to shift gears to talk about her role in directing the lively 60s musical Beehive at the Theatre of Gadsden. So that's very exciting. Here's the flyer here. September 27th is the opening night of Beehive, and it will run that weekend and then the following weekend. So let's talk about Beehive. Are you ready for the big hair?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm not sure if I've told all of our viewers this, but I was recently cast to be in Beehive. So, yes. So, I will be personally being directed by Dr. Sington, and I am already enjoying every moment of rehearsals. Are we in our second week of rehearsals? Or
yes.
We're on the second week. Gosh, we've learned a lot in 2 weeks.
Yes, we have.
Wow. So let's talk about the process. Let's talk about first off, what inspired you to want to direct this musical?
Well, I wanted the opportunity to direct, and I've done some choreography for the Theatre of Gadsden since I moved back to the area, and I just wanted the opportunity to direct and choreograph one, and so the artistic director allowed me to have that opportunity. So I'm very excited to do that, and I was able to have a great cast. All of them are beautiful, beautiful singers, and so I really, really was very excited to have that opportunity. And we started off with a bang, and so we're working choreography and music right now with great music directors, great vocalist, and they're doing great with the choreography. So I'm just really excited to bring this to the area. I can't wait for people to see it.
I know, I'm super excited too. It's been amazing. Some of the women in the cast, because it is an all-female cast, so some of them I've gotten to work with in previous projects, and some I'm getting to work with for the first time, and it's been an amazing experience so far. And I've gotten to work with Dr. Sington in other musicals. Like she said, she was the choreographer in Big River, and we worked together in Godspell. And I was new to theater when we first started. I mean, it's only been a short amount of time, but when we started working, and some of the things that she would come in and be like, okay, we're going to do this, and I was like, you want me to do what? But then I realized I could, and it was amazing to see that, because she wouldn't let it, never could. She wouldn't let us say, just try it. Just try it, and if it's just a no, if it's a no-go, then we'll rework it. But I was able to do things that I never imagined that I would be able to. So thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. It's all about trust.
Yes, and I do. I have a complete trust in you, and I was really honored to be cast in Beehive. And the first time we sang together, we were all like, okay, the chills are happening. Yeah, this is going to be really good.
It is good. They are all very, very good, and some of them I'm having the opportunity to work for the first time, but you ought to hear them sing. It is magic to your ears, so I hope you'll come out and see the show.
Yes, I hope everyone does too. I mean, it's so important for the community to support local community theater.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. And I think whether you've been to the theater before or whether you haven't, It is great music. It is just wonderful. And like I said, they can sing and they can dance, even if they think they can't.
Sometimes.
So, they can.
Or sometimes we think we might can dance a little better than we can.
So I hope you will take an opportunity to come and see it. It's really, they're doing fabulous.
Yes, well, thank you. Thanks for all of that. And it is going to be fun. And the music, I mean, 60s music, I mean, even still today, I mean, that's music that everyone knows and loves, and it's just that music that will transcend time. I mean,
yes, you have we hear Aretha, we hear
Janice.
I mean, there are so many different artists during that time, and it's just so wonderful to see them move to it. Some of them had not heard of some of the music, and so there's some education in that, and it's fun to see them learn about that too.
Mm-hmm. We all left with big smiles on our face yesterday. It was choreography last night, because we kind of alternate, you know, you have choreography and then you have music, and last night was choreography, and we were all just loving the choreography. It's so much fun. Some of the things you had, I mean, we were just grinning when we left the theater last night for rehearsal.
Yes, it was great energy. It was really great energy.
It really is. When you put that you know, those people together who are all working for the common goal of providing the best show and the best entertainment value to our very appreciated audiences. I mean, it is magic. You said it earlier. It's magic. It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
And there are places where you just get chills when they sing and dance together. So it's really fun. I hope you'll come out and dance with us and sing with us and
Yes.
do all those fun things.
Absolutely. Now, I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
Would it be okay if we get closer to time? I'm thinking maybe on the 24th of September, because we open, on that 27th? If we came in as a cast to Rise and Shine and gave our viewers a little sneak peek?
Oh, I think that would be wonderful. I think it would be fun for the cast. I think it would be fun for you to get a little snippet of what we're doing, and hopefully convince you, if you're not already coming, to come. And I think the cast would really have fun doing that.
Oh, I love it. All right. Well, you heard it here. Dr. Sington said it can happen. So on September 24th, we're going to be here, the cast of Beehive. You'll get to meet us. We'll get to do a number for you. We'll have to decide which number it is that we want to give away. But then there'll be like 27 songs.
27.
Is that how many?
Yes.
Woo-wee, 27 songs, and it's all done in a really fun way, and it tells a story of the way like music progressed in the 60s, but also the journey of women progressing with that music as well.
Yes, it does. And kind of when women came out of their shell and were ready to progress and do their thing.
Yes. And we are ready to do our thing. And those tickets are already on sale at theaterofgadsden.org. And so you can go there. And I know we also, tying back to Gadsden State, we have some help with some of the Gadsden State students to help build the set. And because it takes a village. I mean, when you're looking at putting on a production, it's not just your cast, it's all the other things.
Yes, we have a lot of technology. We have building the set, light design, sound design, all of those things. So it really does take a village, and we're very fortunate to have Gadsden State join us, and just very fortunate. So we're thankful to have that collaboration.
Yeah. It's all about community coming together, and that is what Gadsden State as a community college is able to help give that support to the community, and then in return the community gives that support back to Gadsden State. And it just all works full circle. Like with the EOC program, you could have somebody that's interested in carpentry and in giving back to the community, and so with their carpentry skills they can do things like help build the set, or there's just so many different things, and it all takes that.
Yes.
So, and we also we hold the Regional Broadway Award for Favorite Local Theater, and so that's an entire region, and that's at Theatre of Gadsden. So I mean, that's a huge honor. We actually hold that because that was a recent award for the Theatre of Gadsden, and so I mean, come see why it was voted by many your favorite local theater for the entire region. And so that was an honor.
Yes, and Courtney here was awarded 2 awards as well. So this is a talented, talented lady.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank
You're
you for
welcome.
believing in me and pushing me to believe in myself and my dance moves, because I've never been a dancer. I mean, you know, like dance like nobody's watching kind of thing. I'm just doing the Elaine right now. Dance like nobody's watching, but I really have, you know, decided that I'm pretty good at it. I have a little bit of rhythm there. So
She does.
thanks for helping me with that and teaching us all these fun moves and being so much fun to work with. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, so to all of my fellow cast members of Beehive, I'm so excited about this opportunity to work with all of you, and you know, we're getting a great experience and a great director. So thank you. It's almost that time that we have to say goodbye. I think we could sit here and continue talking.
Probably
you know,
could.
there's so many more things to talk about. What we really want to leave you with is there are 22 spots available, and they are ready for you. So all you have to do to start that journey is go to gadstenstate.edu. You can go on the search field and search. You can even just put EOC, or you can put Educational Opportunity Center.
Yes.
And as we showed you earlier, the website is super easy to navigate. Those forms are easy to be filled out, but there's also contact information too. So Dr. Sington has her contact info, and also a few of her other team members have their email addresses and their phone numbers. You don't mind taking a phone call, do you?
Oh, absolutely not.
Some people might want to do that instead of email.
Yes, and you can reach out to us, and we will be back in touch with you immediately.
Yeah. So make sure you do that. Only 22 spots available, and I mean, they have to get all filled. So make sure that you are sharing this information. If when you were listening to us this morning and you were thinking, hey, you know what? I have a neighbor who would really benefit from that, or I have a friend or a family
son,
member,
a daughter.
Yes. Share this. Be their first step. You could help change the trajectory of someone's life for the better just by clicking on gadstenstate.edu. So with that, we want to again thank you, Dr. Sington, for being our guest this morning. I look forward to having you back here with our beehiving on the 24th, I believe it is, of September. And thank you all for tuning in to Rise and Shine. We appreciate your viewership, and we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning. We have Ellen Hurst with Alabama Cares. So with that, have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks again for tuning in to Rise and Shine right here on WEAC TV 24.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I